It's happening. I'm gonna get rid of my apple. It's happening. I'm gonna get rid of my iPhone. I'm gonna cut it in a lot of pieces. And then I'm gonna put some feces on it. That was pretty good.
That was good.
Yeah,
That's as far as I had.
I like that.
Is anybody going to be answering phones at this time?
I don't know.
That's a good point.
No, we'll call Australia. Welcome to our podcast.
Wait. Oh, you gotta turn your Bluetooth off. That's what's happening.
Great, it's off.
Yeah. Okay.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yep. Cool. That's what was happening.
What?
Episode 11? No, episode 12.
Is it 12?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Welcome to podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
We have a special
And we have
guest.
A special guest with us
Welcome.
today. Austin Molt.
Multi.
Hansel.
right.
Hansel.
Austin Hansel Molt.
Just like Hansel and Gretel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just like him.
Just like that.
And it's going to be a great show today. Where are you visiting from, Austin?
Washington State.
Washington?
Washington State, yeah.
Washington.
Tri-Cities.
Washington.
Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Washington, more like Worstington.
Ooh.
It's late, man. This is going to go off the rails quick.
This is our first late podcast. Usually we record
Late
our
night.
podcast at like 10, 11 in the morning.
Yeah.
When the brains are fully functional. It is well past 10
It's almost 11.
in the evening.
Santa's little elves have been hard at work, though.
Yeah, exactly. We're actually doing some filming today. Austin flew in from Washington to help us with the project that we're working on. And
A special treat.
It's spicy.
It is spicy.
It's muy caliente.
I'm actually very excited to see what we've been working on.
Me too.
Same.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hoot.
Yeah.
It's been a hoot.
It's been a hoot. It'll be a hoot. It's going to continue to be a hoot.
Holler.
Let it be. Let it be. Let it be.
Oh, I forgot to
Let it be.
And I'm sitting
It'll
in,
be a hootie.
I'm sitting in Chris Palmer's seat.
Yeah, thank God.
Which
yeah,
I
Chris
am
is gone.
I am
Who's in
100
Sicily right now?
and I'm definitely funnier than Chris Palmer.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
true. I mean, at least
That candle's funnier.
Everett definitely likes you
Sorry,
better
Chris.
than Chris.
I would hope so.
Here's a lord.
That's a low bar though. That's a low bar.
Chris is a meme lord.
Yeah,
There's nobody funnier in the meme game
it's true. He's the meme lord.
than Chris.
What is that though? Because he's not like that funny of a person.
Actually, I would say he's actually
we
the
got
funniest.
good laughs. He's guarded. He's guarded.
Yeah. He's the one that's always going, oh God, that's going to cancel us.
For example,
Seminary's gone.
Chris would definitely tell us to edit this out. If I made this joke on the podcast, if I had 2 bullets and I was in a room with Osama,
Yeah.
Adolf Hitler, and Chris Palmer,
Yeah.
I would shoot Chris Palmer twice.
Right.
He would hate if I told that
he'd
joke
go-
on the
he-
podcast, he would hate it.
The way you do is you line them up and you shoot them all through the esophagus, right? Yeah.
Chris is
You know.
Yeah, you know. They don't know.
Chris is always after every episode, he's always trying to edit portions of it out.
Yep.
Can you
And
He
that's
get-
against the rules.
Yeah.
rules?
Exactly. And he gives us he complains internally the most. And but that's literally why I hired him. Because I'm like,
We're gonna
Yeah,
need that
he's-
guy.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
need
cancel us.
Yeah.
Everett's gonna cancel us.
No.
Austin's gonna cancel us. We're all gonna cancel.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time. So we have to have one person on the team that's like, Nate, put the gun down.
Yep.
Nate,
Literally.
put your clothes back on.
Yeah.
It's true.
You know?
Can you
You're like Noah.
can you
Yeah.
tell,
Or no.
can you tell us
What
about
is
the
it?
conversation
I'm like,
you
sure,
had?
I'm like Noah.
Yeah.
You know? I got drunk in the vineyard.
Yeah.
You know? And I got naked.
Yeah.
I've never been drunk in a vineyard. But I've drank in a vineyard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't drink wine in the vineyard though.
Yeah.
I drank water in the vineyard.
What conversation are you talking about?
The conversation you had with Chris
Oh,
Which one?
on the phone.
Yeah, I was on the phone with him like probably 4 or 5 days ago. He told me he was going to Italy, and he said, he says, "You're way funnier than I am." And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "It's probably gonna be a mess on the podcast because there's already too much funny. Like they need me on there because I'm not funny and like I'm the contrast and whatever."
Yeah, he makes sane points.
But I told him, I said, "Well, Everett's not funny. They just have him there to like pretend to run a soundboard, and to like make phone calls when anybody could do that." And he thought that was the funniest thing that anybody ever said. He goes, "I know." He goes, "He's not funny."
Yes.
And I said, the reason he makes fun of you is because he's sensitive and insecure because he's not funny and he doesn't actually get to do anything with this board.
No, but I will contend that Chris, trust me, in the TheosU Memes chat, which is a very privileged chat, you're not even on that chat.
I don't want to be.
No, you do want to be, but you're not invited to it yet.
I think Chris is funny. And
You have a level 23 clearance. That's out of 50. Once you get your level 30 clearance, you can be on the TheosU Memes chat. In that chat, I'm telling you right now, he makes it rain memes.
Okay.
He is funny in a different way.
Okay, but
He's savage.
My mom doesn't understand memes at all.
Right.
Like memes is a very particular type of humor.
Yeah, it is.
I don't even follow that many meme accounts.
Yeah,
like I think they're sometimes funny, but it's not.
Yeah.
Hey, I had a
like-
successful meme, by the way,
Did you?
this week.
Did you make one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, which one?
The Fight Club one.
Oh, you made the Fight Club one?
Yeah.
That was
awesome.
Did we show the meme?
Here we
Show
go.
the
Pull it
meme.
up.
Show
Put it
the
on.
meme.
What does that tell you about God?
Thank you, Frederick.
Listen to me. You have to consider the possibility that God does not like you, never wanted you. In all probability, he hates you.
Great. So that's the meme that Brian went.
I
It's
made a
video.
meme. I made a good
That's
meme.
great. Well,
I get like
you're starting to
my
get it.
my ratio's really bad. Like I'll
Of, like,
submit
what gets
many.
Well, you're one
No.
for one. It's the first one you've ever made.
But we
No, I
but
made memes.
No, we've talked about this before because Chris never posts anybody's memes but himself, and then he complains about all the memes that are sent in.
Yeah.
And he'll
That's
he'll
why there's, like, 10 of the
trash
same memes.
He'll like trash Landon on the podcast. He's like, "Dude, you always follow the same templates." So he only posts his own memes, and then you're the only one that has the password to the account other than him. So
That's
you
true.
post your memes.
yeah, I'm like Gandalf. This shall not pass.
There's so much good content on the cutting room
So here,
floor.
it's so true, but it'll get us canceled. I can't even share it on here. So here's another thing. So a lot of people don't know this about Chris, but Chris is actually Italian. His last name is Palmieri. It's not Palmer. That's just
They dropped the I.
Yeah, he got anglicized. So knowing that he's Italian, so he's in Italy. He's been to Italy. I think he's been to Italy like over 30 times or something. It's insane. If you ask him, he'll tell you every year the date. Back in September 21st in 2009.
He did tell me he's done a lot of ministry there, and he told me he was going there this time to do some ministry stuff.
Yeah. So he's doing some ministry stuff over there.
Yeah.
And so long story short, like he speaks Italian and he preaches in Italian, all that stuff. It's freaking incredible. And so I told him, "Hey, Chris, you know why Italy is shaped like a shoe, right? Or like a boot?" And he's like, "No, why?" I'm like, "Because you can't fit all that crap in a shoe."
Did he like it?
No, he didn't appreciate that.
Oh.
He was complaining to me the night before he left about how he didn't want to go to Italy.
Really?
Oh yeah.
He doesn't like traveling.
Yeah, he was complaining. I was like, "Chris, like, shut up. You're gonna land, and you're gonna be so glad you're there."
But that's
like,
Chris. He complains about everything. Like he literally has been looking forward to this trip for so long, and then like just like last minute, it's just classic Chris. Just like I want to stay home.
This is my favorite podcast yet.
Oh, we're talking about Chris.
Okay, I'd like to show you guys a video that was submitted to us by a friend of TheosU Memes.
Right.
Can you pull up your text?
Let's do it. Let's do
It's some leaked footage of someone here.
Ooh, Ruh-roh.
It didn't send right.
Yeah. Turn it sideways.
Okay. That's Miko.
Who is that?
Miko, and then
There's someone about to play trombone here.
valve trombone.
Can we get a bit more mic on it? I'm definitely kneeling for that. Nuki. Oh, kneeled. I'm laying down for that one. Because I just got sweat in the spirit.
Dude, that's not real.
That is Austin Molt. In what grade?
What grade was that? What?
That was 8th grade, I think.
That is the most.
No way.
That is domestic, both foreign. That is terrorism, both foreign and abroad.
How did that happen?
I played trumpet for 2 years before that, and I wanted to change it up, so I did the valve trombone, which is not a very common instrument. That was about a month into the valve trombone. I was really nervous, and we decided to practice about one day before, and the nerves got the best of me.
Yeah, clearly.
That's amazing.
That was like the beginning of like the entire Little League, like their opening ceremony, and so like all the parents are there and everything. It was horrible.
The best part is it wasn't,
Bum, 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 bum.
but it wasn't just you that messed it up. Like everybody messed it up. Like you weren't the only horrible musician. You were the worst.
Yes, I was. There's
No,
two
the one
musicians.
guy. It was him and
Nico
another
is on the
dude.
saxophone, and I'm on the valve trombone. That's it. Thank you for believing the best of me, but I definitely messed it up.
Yeah, fair. That's
Anyways,
Oh, that's bad.
so.
Where did you? Hold on, where did you get that from?
a friend of the show.
Oh my God, you're lying.
Friend of the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a question for you guys: if Elon Musk comes out with a new phone, like
Count me in.
I told you, I will. If Elon Musk comes out with a phone, bro, if I'm gone, I will leave Apple faster than
We've already talked about
Kim.
if
left
someone
Kanye.
doesn't do this soon,
Yeah.
we were gonna try and take $100 billion investment to make a company that replaces internet,
Yeah.
servers, devices, and apps, and take it completely out of the hands of monopolistic leftist
Yeah.
groups.
Totally.
It's gonna be really hard for me to leave an iPhone, even if Elon makes it.
Yeah, me too.
It's gonna be really hard.
I was gonna get a red phone.
Can I be honest with you? I'm at the point though where I just don't care anymore about Apple. I don't care about like the MacBooks. I just don't care about them.
You don't
The
have to because you
iPad,
have us
I
that
don't
have them.
care. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. You guys are the ones who spend most time on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, we'd be in a bit of trouble.
But
I
this is just
don't know.
a phone?
I think sometimes it's a hot take. It's a spicy take, but I think sometimes like when people are complaining about like, being monitored and being watched and like all your information being like sold, I think it seems like a little bit narcissistic to me.
Yeah.
Cuz I just like I can't believe that I am that important that like they're like, this guy, we got to keep a pulse on this guy. Like they don't know me. They don't care
Right.
about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like even if they have all my messages in the server, like
It is the equivalent to when Christians think that the devil is like watching them.
I agreed. Yes.
It's the exact
Yeah.
same
Right.
thing.
Yeah, nobody
Yeah.
was watching Sam Friedman, right? Well, he like flushed $50 billion down the tube with FTX or whatever it was.
Right.
Right? Yeah, like
Exactly.
Yeah, they're not. Well, they're not. They don't care. Nobody cares about. Nobody cared. Who was watching Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah.
Who's watching all these?
I think they're just saving it up.
Yeah.
They haven't played their cards yet.
Because it's not.
Yeah,
no
I'm
political views.
I'm definitely part of their master plan.
Yeah.
For sure.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
that,
So I'm like you in the opposite. I don't care enough and I can't be bothered to switch
you wouldn't want. Right. Okay. Fair.
to another device. I know this.
You lose iMessage.
but all I'm
you
saying
lose,
is-
lose AirDrop, like all the stuff that you normally use.
Oh, well, and think about
But think of what Elon would do. He would connect that device to Starlink.
Yeah.
And then the
Fair.
game is totally
Fair.
over.
Okay,
Because literally I'm sitting here, I can't even stream anything anywhere. My phone never works. Now that might be AT&T, which is just like if you're an AT&T user, honestly, like you probably feel my pain. I contemplate
Yes. Yeah.
suicide regularly because of AT&T.
Right.
Okay.
can't say that.
You can only say that because it's a joke.
Is it, Brian?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm Ronald McDonald on the outside. And I'm Edgar Allan Poe in the inside. You don't know if I'm a raven on the inside.
Some days you're the pigeon.
I think if I had to bet,
Always
Okay.
check on your friends.
because like Instagram and all these apps, like they
Chris.
wouldn't put their apps on Elon's store.
Yep.
So I think my bet is most people like us would end up having 2 phones.
Right.
We'll have an iPhone for
Right, yeah.
Instagram and Meta
Yeah.
and that stuff, and then for like calls and messages and for like talking about things that we actually want to talk about, we'll have Elon's phone.
I can't see a future where you only have one device. I think you're making a great point. The future is not a one device future. We thought for a while that it was going to be
Everyone
that.
go into one. Yeah.
But it's not, because that's the issue, is that there's going to be competing philosophies of life.
Right.
And those competing philosophy of lives are going to be tyrannical. They're not going to integrate with one another. They're not going to play with one another.
Yeah.
And yeah, like the world isn't getting more united. It's getting more and more divided. And so absolutely every phone is going to act as a key that unlocks the different worlds that one must traverse
Interesting.
in.
I was gonna get a red phone. Remember when
Yeah,
red
I remember
cam?
that.
absolutely.
I was
Yeah.
about to switch, and then that sort of fizzled out. I don't
did.
even know where it's at right now.
I think that they it was like they said, oh, we're going to have the technology, and then the technology wasn't
Yeah,
there.
it was it took too big of a bite.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, it's just been crazy though. Today on Twitter, it's just been going off, right? Like, Apple, Elon adding Tim Cook. Tim, what's up? What's up, my guy? It's crazy though, watching this whole thing.
I know, dude.
Weren't you-
Every day.
Weren't you saying earlier that like Apple is threatening to take Twitter off of the App Store or
So-
something?
Yeah. So that's why I brought this up. Is if Twitter goes off, Elon's like, yeah, I'm guaranteed going to release a phone. That'll happen, right? And if he does that,
It's just one more step in his plan, anyways.
totally. But
It's the inevitable.
I think for him having Starlink,
Is the thing that unlocks that?
exactly, because right now, Facebook's and Apple's big thing is that they're the establishment, but
Yeah.
they're limited by AT&T, and they're
Totally.
limited by right. So he could just cut the water off to AT&T
Yes.
and to
And our need for
Verizon.
them.
and then
Yes.
then you can have lightning speeds on your phone. Imagine having being able to upload 500 gig a second.
Which also for creators and creatives, that would be great anyways.
And if you win, the kids who make film and television, you win. And Elon's going to win that battle every single time with Starlink.
Right. Apple won it for this long.
Everybody. It's hot. It's happening. I'm gonna get rid of my Apple. It's happening. I'm gonna get rid of my iPhone. I'm gonna cut it in a lot of pieces, and then I'm gonna put some feces on it. That was pretty good.
That was good.
Yeah,
I
That's
like
as far as I had.
I like that.
Pretty good way to get the word feces in there.
Yeah.
I was trying to find the video because when we lived in California, the one night we came out of into Brian's backyard, and we saw them launching Starlink.
Yeah, it scared.
I thought the
it was
world was
over.
ending. I thought
Same.
aliens were here.
Yeah.
There was just
I
there was
remember
just
that feeling.
this- it looked like a
Did you see that?
string-
Freaking UFOs.
Oh my gosh, dude.
It looked
lined
like
up.
a string of stars,
Yeah.
like just moving across the sky in a straight line for like 13 minutes straight. And it was such an eerie feeling, but it was so wild when we realized what it was. And it's like, that's crazy. Like we'll be able to look back on that and be like, oh yeah, I remember the day like
those were
when
coming
the
out.
world
Yeah.
the world changed and I saw it from California.
What you could do is go full Comer. No phone. Who do you think, by the way?
JMC?
Yeah. Who do you think is more like anti-technology and Sabbathing? Gabriel Finochio or John Mark Comer?
Gabe.
Yeah, totally.
but Gabe,
Gabe isn't reachable anytime.
Gabriel,
but that's not because of he doesn't have the means. It's because he's just not reachable. Because he has an iPad that he's always on.
he hasn't exactly. But Gabe does all this. Gabe was doing Sabbath before like the Jews were. You know what I mean? Like,
But why does Gabe have an iPad? And what makes him feel better about himself to not just get an iPhone? Does it feel better?
I don't know. He's just.
If he's always
I don't want
on
that in my hand. I'm like, dude, you walk around Manhattan
With an iPad.
You're like a
iPad.
grandma at a concert.
You're like my mother.
Totally. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, an iPad in one hand and a flip phone in the other.
Yeah. If John Mark Comer and Gabriel Finochio went into the wilderness,
Who would last longer?
who would last longer?
Yeah, dude, I gotta say that I
He's
think
from the West Coast, though. I think he'd had a little bit more nature experience.
I have a feeling that
Gabe needs Starbucks. every
I have a
day.
feeling that neither of them have any nature experience whatsoever.
Yeah, probably
I
true.
have a feeling that both of them are the most indoorsy
No,
people,
but John,
and they would both die at the exact same in the
in the
hour.
wilderness.
but doesn't John Mark, isn't he like known for like when his boys reach a certain age, he
Primal
like,
path.
yeah, he like sends them on like a coming of age trip, like out in the wilderness,
Like
and
Spartans?
he goes with them. Yeah,
Yeah, no, but I don't think it's like
to fight a
I think it's more like, hey son, it's time for you to start reading, Chronicles of Narnia or something like that. And like this is what it means to be a man. You must be swift as a coursing right? It's like, okay, dude, you gotta. These are your response. I don't think it's like he's gonna send them off and you gotta go kill a lion with a spear like the Maasai. You know what I mean? Which I had to do.
Well, they wouldn't.
My
do
father
that.
took me to Africa. Literally, I had to live with a Zulus and the Maasai tribe.
yeah.
And that's actually how I lost hearing in my right ear.
and
a lion licked it out.
and you know how to speak Zulu now.
Swahili
Swahili
is actually yeah.
Onga bongo tobacco. Did you
No,
understand that?
yes, I did, and no, I don't smoke cigarettes.
when I went to you would probably know who they are. Donna Lass's parents.
Yeah,
They're missionaries.
Waggers.
Yeah, they're missionaries in Africa.
yeah.
So they weren't there at the time, but we went to Uganda as a mission trip. We were there for like 15 days. I get done preaching. I'm wearing full
Colonizer.
sleeve.
White savior.
I know.
Sorry, keep going. you
And
white savior.
I'm wearing full sleeve shirts, and it's freaking hot. We were going in like the end of May.
Well, it's Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm standing outside. We're waiting to get on this bus, and this lady comes up to me, and she goes, and like, me and some of the people from the church were sitting in a circle, and she goes, "Pastor, can I sing you a song?" And she said it like I was royalty.
It's
or
an
something.
African lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I go, "Yeah." And so, like, again, we're in a circle. She goes, and she closes her eyes, and she kind of spreads her legs into like a power stance, and she goes, "Jesus is my shepherd. Jesus is my shepherd. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He makes me lie down in green pastures. Jesus is my shepherd. He leads me beside still waters." She literally sang
just
the
riffed.
the first 5 verses of Psalm 21.
Okay.
And then in
23.
between, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And in between just would sing Jesus is my shepherd. And it was horrible. And she just stood there, and then she got done, and she kind of almost like knelt down, and I just said, "Wonderful, thank you." And like she was blessing somebody.
Right.
And she walked away, and I thought that was the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And she told me she wrote it. You didn't write that.
So that was actually I
just thought
that
it's-
IP is protected.
I
that you
just
sang.
I just thought of something. I just came up with this.
So she pulled a
For
Leland.
For God so loved the world.
She pulled a Leland.
That was actually the
What do
girl
you
that
he
wrote
gave his only
Waymaker.
son.
Yeah.
Could you imagine telling somebody, "Hey, I wrote a song for you, Pastor," and then you're quoting Psalm 23.
Right.
Yeah,
You didn't write that,
She
and
didn't
she
write
didn't license it for sure.
she didn't.
Pastors' kids are used to getting a lot of gifts from people. They're going, "Oh, I have something really special for you and your family." It's like that Adam Sandler bit, in The Wedding Singer, when the old lady gives him the meatballs. Hold
Right.
your hand out. Okay.
Right.
I love to watch you eat them.
I've got all kind of stories like that.
Were you expecting her to be a better singer?
I didn't know what to expect. It was literally the first day being in Africa.
I've never been to Africa.
Me neither.
Me neither.
I've been invited a couple times, and I
To what country?
I've
Uganda?
been invited to Uganda. I've been invited to the one that starts with a Z.
Zimbabwe
Yeah, Zimbabwe. That's right.
or Zambia.
Nah, thank you. And then I've been invited to South Africa a couple times.
Hmm.
But it's a bit of a
It's a
trek.
hike.
It's
Sure
a hike.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but is it worth it for souls?
ouch.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot
Yeah.
of people
I
winning
got
souls on
you know
Africa.
I got to be honest with you. It's
Not
like
Nathan. Yeah.
I feel like there's more Christians in Africa than there are in the United States.
I know. At what point are Africans
we
going to
need-
start
Like in the
arriving?
top
I think
40
they
window?
like
actually
New
are.
York City.
No, like they actually
to
are.
evangelize.
No, like
That's
I think,
amazing.
I legit. I believe I read an article that Africans are like, yeah, so we need to go and save the
West.
white man. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's like, yeah, you actually
amazing.
legitimately need to.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's
Crazy. It's called reverse mentoring, in case you were wondering. So there is that.
Yeah.
So this week in culture, you got Elon, you got Apple,
got Balenciaga.
you got Balenciaga.
Oh, Balenciaga.
What is up with that? They're done. They are done.
Did you see their
Kim
their
Kardashian-
statement?
Yeah, but Kim Kardashian is
what was
like,
their statement?
I'm trying to give them some space to fix things. I'm like, no, you understand, dude. It's from the top all the way down.
Well, they claimed in the statement, they said, we take full responsibility for the huge mistake that we made. But
No, you're done.
number one, they said it was a mistake that one thing got onto the set.
No,
that was
it
number
wasn't
2.
one thing.
Or like
There were, like,
some of the props.
Yeah.
There were like 6 things
Yes.
so meticulously
Totally.
laid out.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
So they-
sorry,
so either they're lying-
the spiked collar
said
just
that.
Well, they can't.
appeared on
They
it,
have
that
to.
kid.
Like, if we made a huge mistake at TheosU, we'd lie through our teeth. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Talking about
that's what you do. You know what I mean? You hire
you
lawyers,
pander.
and then you try to
Yeah.
massage the narrative.
Yeah.
Gabriel Finochio. He massacred 25 people. Because they didn't believe G.K. Chesterton is God, and it's like, well, Gabriel is not a good driver. Okay.
Yeah.
And he was not. He was off his medication. He's been going through a lot. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what you do, right?
exactly.
Like, and that's what they're doing.
They basically departmentally said that wasn't our it was the marketing department that
Yeah,
screwed up.
so exactly. Realistically, that's what you do. Is if we all
Scapegoat.
sat around this table and we're like, this is a good idea. That idea ends it. We go, yeah, Gabe was off his meds.
Totally. Yeah.
That was Gabe. Gabe has been fired, and he doesn't work here. We don't know what he was doing.
Yeah, exactly. So they're guilty. And the best way to redeem the brand is just to fire the CEO, fire his team, fire everybody that was responsible for any of it, and then just start fresh. And if you start, it's like Liverpool. If Liverpool's crap, what do? You fire the manager.
Yeah.
You fire the 7 guys who now suck. You get a new team, you get a new manager, and then all of a sudden, we got a new football club.
Yeah.
And you don't have a new football club, but it feels like you have a new football club because you fire the manager. You know what I mean? That's what happens. If
Here's
and people forgive, but you can't keep the same team and then have a patsy. You know what I mean? It's like Lee Harvey Oswald. He did it. There were 7 shots. You know what I mean? Like and it's like one of those old rifles. Like if you could get 2 off in the time that 7 came. No.
Right.
You know what I mean? The bullets are coming from different angles. It was him. He was up in the library. It was a moving car. But he was amazing. He's not that good. It's a front-loading musket. There were 7 shots. You know what I mean?
well, here's a charismatic Christian take. What if this is just on God? And this is because of all the injustice that's been dealt to Kanye West. God's just coming at Balenciaga.
Yeah, so Kanye West is actually off his rocker.
Yeah.
He is.
But what if God is on his side? What if God is on his side, though?
Yeah, God's definitely not on his side.
He's claiming he is.
Kanye West needs to go back on his medication.
I know. I'm not defending Kanye. I'm just saying.
Yeah. He's hanging out with Nick Fuentes, who is like, he is a Holocaust denier.
He's a what?
Holocaust denier. That's the guy that
wow.
he's hanging out with right now.
The ultra conservative guy.
So I guess
He's not a conservative.
Nick Fuentes?
Yeah. He says he's a conservative, but no conservative denies the Holocaust.
right.
The guy is like, he's an alt-right freaking, he's right of Hitler. You know what I mean? Like,
But he's the only one that'll still hang out with Kanye
right.
because he's an anti-Semite too.
Exactly. Yeah, it's bad. That whole Kanye thing's gone bad, dude.
It's sad.
It's not good.
It's not good.
It's fudge nuggets. It's not good.
It is a little bit. It's a big old bucket of fudge nuggets.
Yeah, it is. It
Sure
really
is.
is. Yeah.
We are doing a Theos Leader Retreat giveaway. All expenses paid. All you have to do is follow the instructions. Deadline is December 9th. Seriously, flights included, food included, per diem. You can go to the store and get stuff, and you can shake everybody's hand, and you can be in the clubhouse, and you'll get tattoos and wine and impartation. So do the thing that you need to do to get that now.
Oh, what's that word of that pub? The name of that pub, that weird one that we drove by?
Bunganut.
What the
Bunganut.
heck
What was it
is
called?
that?
Bunganut.
Bunganut pig?
Can we look that up?
I think it's Aussie.
Hey, if Bunganut is like describes like a funny situation, we could call this segment the Balenciaga Bunganut.
Bunganut. Yeah, we could. Absolutely.
Okay.
So Austin, tell us a little bit about the time that you were slain in the spirit.
I have, last night,
Mhm.
yeah, Everett laid his hands on me and I was
Sure did.
slain in the spirit. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. He put some avocado oil
I
on
will
his
never
hands,
be
and boom.
the same again. I will never return. I've closed the door. I will walk the path, and I will run the race, and I will never be the same again.
Wow. That just hit.
Beautiful. Thank you, Brian.
Beautiful.
All right, so are we at meme review? Yeah. Okay, let's meme review.
Yeah.
Okay, so my favorite meme this week.
I got one.
It's pretty easy. Chris is slaying from. It's funny because I can't even find TheosU Memes.
No, you can't search it
Yeah, me
anymore.
neither.
How shadow banned are we?
Oh, I can search it from my account, but I can't search it from TheosU's account.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's crazy how. Yeah. Let's all join in prayer. Pentecost.
I made that meme.
That was my favorite meme.
Yo, I made that meme last year, and so he reposted it again this year.
Yeah, that was,
I've got 2 bangers this week.
you really have.
Come on.
I like this. It didn't get enough respect.
That's it. Move. That's it. Move your hip. Come on. That's it.
I like that.
I felt like that was so.
It should have done better.
Yeah, when your buddy stops going to that woke church, I liked that one.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. Is that Josh? Who is that? Hugging- is that Josh Allen?
Football, but yeah, Buffalo Bills. Secret churches this December was pretty good.
Oh, I liked Gabe's Lord Jesus.
I like the assistant pastor trying to get in a nap on Thanksgiving, and he has 130 missed calls.
Yes. Yes.
You know, anything that goes after the assistant pastor.
I like this one.
What does it say? Let the little children come unto Balenciaga. Yeah, it's not Balenciaga. It's
Ooh.
Balenciaga.
Balenciaga.
Yeah, that's good.
Fire.
Gabriel, you've done it again.
Goober.
The old goob.
Goober pile.
I've had something bouncing around in my mind for a little while, and I wanted to present it to you guys.
Yeah.
So this thought was birthed out of a story from when Brian and I were golfing with our friend Christian, and it was a really hot round, and we were all really grumpy about it. But like, other than Nate, nobody wants to be the guy that's like, okay, let's call it. Like, this is bad. Let's go home. Like, Nate will do that. The second,
He'll
if you're
just
on
leave.
hole 3, you're like, I'm done. I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
But nobody else really does that. And that's what I appreciate about you.
Thank you.
So we're
That's
all
what
like,
I appreciate
yeah,
about you. Katie.
we're all,
I know when to call it. You got to know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. I know when to fold them.
do.
Right.
Know when to walk away.
You know when to walk away.
Yeah.
Know when to-
So we were all in a
That's what
bad
my-
mood.
Yeah.
And Brian was playing like especially bad. It was 100 degrees in September in Tennessee. So it was humid. It was bad. So Brian hits a bad shot and he takes his pitching wedge and he just hurls it, which is fine. That's fine. What's not fine is that for the next 20 minutes, we were all looking
Oh my gosh.
for his pitching wedge.
dude.
It went.
And this is, yeah.
yeah.
And
I
this is
felt bad.
and this is my thing. You can throw your club. That's fine.
Yep.
But it is ultimate beta to throw your club and then go,
Can you help me find it?
I gotta go look for my club.
That's
So
sucks.
like that's the worst.
Yeah.
So it just got me thinking, what are the most beta things that you can do? And here's my top 4. Here's my top 4 beta things.
Okay.
You have
Okay.
4.
I have 4. I've thought about this so
Beta
much.
moves.
Okay.
All right.
Beta
Here we
moves.
go.
Okay. Throwing a golf club and then going to get it.
Okay.
Slinking down into a beanbag chair.
Okay.
Chasing after a bouncy ball.
Yeah.
And climbing into the back of a 2-door car.
Okay.
Very beta move.
Totally. They are.
Those are like, you can't possibly make those things look good.
It's true.
And like, you're not an absolute loser.
Yeah.
It's so true.
All right. Here's my 4.
Okay.
Okay. Number 1, driving a white car.
Oh.
Drive away.
Yeah.
I do. A white car is not a man's car. It's a woman's car.
Yeah.
Okay. So I bought my wife this car.
Okay. What about a Lamborghini Countach?
I've never
If
seen
it's
a white.
white,
I've never
it's not
seen
a
a
man's
white
car.
one. I've
Okay.
never seen a white
It's a beta
one.
move. Okay.
What about a
Number
white
1.
hat?
Number 2. No, whites are good. White hats are good. Okay. Number 1. Okay.
Okay.
Boom. Okay. Number 2. Deconstructing.
Fair.
Total beta move. There's no alpha that
Shots fired.
deconstructs. Right? No alpha that's
Wow.
That's true.
Yeah. Number 3. Moves to Canada.
Moves to
Canada.
Moves to Canada. If you moved, Josh Harris just moved to Canada. He deconstructed.
really?
And then he moved to Canada. It's like, dude,
To where?
You're-
Ontario?
to BC.
Oh.
I mean,
Vancouver.
Like, same crap, different pile.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But it's like, if you're Canadian and you live in Canada, I get it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
home.
You got to put up with it.
Totally. It's home and it's always going to be home. I hate on Canadians a lot.
You do.
If we had a conservative, politician in there, I wouldn't hate so much. But bottom line is, they've done this to themselves and they complain about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, but yeah,
if you
moving to Canada,
moved there,
yeah, moving to Canada, that is pretty bad.
Leaving
Yeah.
America.
And then number 4, book like yourself booking a middle seat. If you booked a
And
middle seat
choose
on,
it?
on an airplane, you picked that. Like for example, I'm just gonna say this: there's a certain individual who's usually on this podcast, but they're in Italy right now. Okay,
You does not pick the middle seat. You're lying.
just listen to me.
I
This
am.
person who will go unnamed because I'm not that kind of guy.
Right.
He travels with me, like many times. Right, we go on ministry trips.
Yeah.
And if there is a seat in Comfort Plus that's a middle seat, I will keep my aisle
Oh,
seat.
absolutely.
Right, because I'm not going to sit in between.
Yeah.
Cheech
Yeah.
and Chong.
Yeah.
Right, like not happening.
6 inches of legroom does not make.
This gentleman will pick he'll take the upgrade to the middle seat 3 rows in front of him. You know what I mean?
To
It's like totally. I'm just like, dude, you need to. Your man card has been revoked for the day. You get it tomorrow morning. Rant over. Well,
That's
okay.
great.
Okay, speaking of flying and deconstructing,
your
on
force?
on my flight here from Salt Lake City to Nashville, I'm sitting next to a dude, and I can tell he wants to talk to me from the get-go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So we start talking, and he's telling me his whole life story about how he was in the military, and then he was a cop, and now he's a stay-at-home dad, and and he lives in Boise, Idaho. At one point, he goes, "What do you do?" I said, "I'm a pastor." And he goes, "Oh, no way. I led a small group at my church a few times." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. That's cool." And he's like, "Have you ever heard of Right Now Media?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, I've used some of their curriculum. It's cool stuff. You should check it out." I was like, "All right." And he's like, so why'd you want to be a pastor? So I start telling him that. At one point he goes, "Yeah, I've been on a journey recently." I said, "Oh, really?" He goes, "Yeah, I've been on a journey. And I'm sure you've heard of this guy because you're like a pastor, but I just recently read a book called something like What is the Bible by a guy named, what's his name? Rob Bell." And I go, "Oh." He goes, and he talks about how you want to get the the author's intent. You want to find out what the author meant to the original audience. I go, "Really?" He goes,
That's your guy.
"Yeah." He goes, "Yeah." And he's like, "So I've been on this journey because now I'm listening to all these podcasts, and I really want to understand what the Hebrew language means." And I'm like, I don't know where to take this conversation, so I just go,
Right.
"Yeah." And I said, "I got a book for you. And there was like 15 books that went through my head, but I'm just like, let's just start. I said, you said you want to learn how to read the Bible, right? Like that's what you're passionate about. He's like, yeah. I said, you ever heard of a guy named Gordon Fee? He goes, no, I don't think so. I said, just read how to read the Bible for all it's worth. And then I said, this thing I'm flying out to is called Theos Youth. I said, let me just show you. And I'm like, I want you just to like read, listen or watch a few of the courses. He was like, okay, thanks. I got his email, so I'm gonna shoot him it. But yeah, it was pretty funny. So
Great plug.
Have you ever heard of Rob Bell? Yeah, I've heard of Rob Bell. At the end of it, he goes, yeah, the youth pastor of my church, who's a friend of mine, he told me that to be a little careful because he can be seen as controversial. And I go, I literally said to him, I said, yeah, Christians really don't consider him to be a Christian.
Right.
And he goes, seriously? I said, yeah.
Little controversial.
That is funny.
If you're Oprah's pastor.
Okay, four betas. 4 beta moves.
That was my beta story.
No, that's not a beta story. You need 4 betas and you need 4.
Yeah.
Come on.
I wasn't thinking about it. You go and I'll go after you.
Okay.
What are you doing? Updating your Facebook status?
No, I don't want to forget my beta moves.
Good
I'm
man.
trying to write them down.
that is very Brian. Of
Yeah.
him. Very
Okay.
beta.
Yeah.
So one beta move I can think of is cheating on your wife, and then instead of walking the road of restoration, just getting into polygamy and deconstructing.
It's a beta move.
Right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very specific.
Yeah. It's instead of going, yeah, you know what? I made a mistake.
Yeah.
What you do is you go, you know what?
Let's add them.
I am making a lot of mistakes.
And they're right for me.
And it's right for me. And what's right for me might not be right for you.
Yeah.
So
anyways, I know that was very specific. Driving a Prius.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. Like I know people do it, and
Oh, you know Jake Fuquay drives or Jude Jr. He bought a Prius
no.
when he was just listen. When he was like I think he bought it like 4 years ago, and he laughs at himself because he was like, I was just looking for something that was cheap on gas. He's like, I'm living in California, and so I thought to myself, and I wanted to blend in. He's like, I'm living up near Napa. I didn't want to stick out, so he drives a Prius. He drove me around in his Prius. I'm dead serious. I was like dying laughing.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
amazing.
Jude.
Yeah.
He's kind of my hero for that, but that's
Jude Jr.
Yeah.
Not
Jude Jr.
Yeah. I love him to death. But sorry, Jude, I just outed you.
yikes.
And he told me that he picked up like Judah Smith from the airport once in his Prius. I'm just thinking of Judah getting into a Prius. Oh my gosh, that'd be good.
Okay, another one is I pulled a beta move this week. If you play a gig at some crappy venue that's really small, and I just played for the first time in Nashville.
Yeah.
I didn't use a pickup in my guitar. I brought a microphone to put in front of my
Yeah.
guitar.
I didn't fight you on that.
And the guy basically fed back once and he just turned it off. For the rest of the gig.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is my fault.
Yeah, that was funny.
I didn't say anything, but I kept on. I kept on like a few times. I was like, dude, let's just try the pickup. Let's just see how the pickup sounds.
I know, and
let's
I
just try. And you're like, dude, it's gonna sound so much better with the mic, though.
I was watching Yellowstone the other day, and it was it's episode 3, and there's a live band because it's episode 1, I think, when John Dutton gets elected for governor for this new season. And
spoiler alert.
There's a band that is that's playing, and the acoustic guitar was DI'd, and I was amazed. I was like, oh, much respect. Like,
it sounded good.
But more importantly, not only did it sound good, it sounded real. It didn't sound perfect.
Yeah.
It sounded like a DI'd guitar, acoustic. You know what I mean? So it was like,
Right.
I respect that.
I've just never been happy with the M1 pickups, although that's all I've ever had.
Right.
And so I'm not like the pickup guy.
I mean, I get it. Like the M1s sound great if you put a microphone in front of it too, and you blend them.
The only way to make a DI'd guitar, acoustic guitar, sound good is just to put verb on it, and then it's just not as annoying as it actually is.
Yeah.
But it sounds awful. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's all the beta moves I got.
You got some beta moves? You're struggling, aren't you?
He's
I
such
feel
an
like I am a
alpha.
beta
He's
guy,
such an
yeah.
alpha that he can't even bring his brain.
The only thing, I mean, my mind's here because you were talking about flights, and I told a story about flight. But that same guy, there is a seat. It's 3 seats in our row, and they're like closing the door, and they're getting ready to like pull out and get ready to take off. And he is talking to me, still sitting in the middle seat, and there's nobody next to us. So I was like, "Do I say something? I don't want to be a jerk." But he will not move over, and they're like, prepare the cabin, and all this stuff, and like we're moving.
Right.
And I said,
Do you want to?
I said, the way they announced this, they made it sound like this flight was gonna be completely full. They told us like, don't put luggage over the, thing if it can fit under your seat. I'm like, I can't believe there's like a seat next to us. He goes, oh yeah. He goes, I'll move. I go, oh, okay. That was a beta thing. That's the only beta thing I can think of.
That's funny.
The other beta thing I want to say, I don't think I could actually say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's the self-editing.
Good job.
Trust me.
I respect that.
Good job.
Yep. All right. Sign up with Theos Network. It's live. It's happening. Click on the link. See if you want to be a part of it. It's going to be good. Okay.
Okay. Do you guys want to move to
Call somebody?
Star 67?
Yeah, let's call somebody in Australia. Okay.
Australia.
Because Australia is going to be open right now.
Australia.
I think we should call.
Open for business.
What do you think? What do you say we call David Hall?
Yes.
Yep.
David Hall. Do you know David Hall personally?
No, I only know of him.
We should get Austin to do just
Okay.
Because you've talked about him.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready?
Wait, what do you want? Hold on. What do you want me to do?
Do you know how to do that?
How to do?
The star, like the plus, to get the plus sign, you got to hold down 0 to give you the plus. The plus got okay. I'm gonna call David Hall. I'm gonna be
We got to get Austin to do one too, though.
I can do a different one. You call Dave. I'll do a different one.
This is Richie Cunningham, Lance Cunningham.
He
down
hasn't
here.
seen that. He doesn't know Lance.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, dude, he'll recognize you.
Well,
Yes.
let's just try it. Let's just try it.
You just got to really make your voice.
Hi, David. This is Lance Cunningham calling you from Florida. This is from
Higher.
Hey, Florida.
Higher.
Hey,
Higher.
David.
Higher.
Hey,
Higher.
David. Hey, David.
Plug your nose.
Hey, David, this is Lance Cunningham calling you. David, this is Lance Cunningham calling you from Gainesville, Florida. And we're wondering if you'd be willing to come down and preach for us.
I think that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's give it a
I
try.
think so.
Let's give it a try.
All right.
Hi, David.
Hey, thanks for calling. Leave a message. I'll get back to you soon. Bye.
Let's try it again from your phone. Did you star 69 that?
No, I don't, because they never answer. It
Okay.
says no call.
Let's
ID.
try it again, and let's get Austin to invite him to, because I think he will recognize my thing. Just call him back again. Just try it twice, because it's from America.
Okay, yeah. Hold on. You want me to invite him to what?
And
Yeah, let's
just
set
say
it
you're a
up a bit.
pastor from, from Tri-Cities, Washington.
Okay.
And just say, hey, I'm a youth pastor, and I'm wondering if you could do our youth camp next year.
Okay.
And
But
then
should we get
you-
it?
But you have
it's
no
like
money.
something.
You have no money, and we need you to speak 12 sessions.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a
I'll do
2-week
it.
camp.
I'm not.
It's a 2-week camp. It's a 2-week camp. You can
We
stay
only
with the
need you.
kids.
We only need you to do 12 of the sessions. Though.
Yeah. It's a 2-week camp. We only need to do 12 of the sessions. We're thinking it's gonna be super fun. You can stay with the kids. There's gonna be water slides.
If you could be a dorm leader,
We're also wondering if you could be a dorm leader as well.
Okay.
Dude.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even gonna change my voice because he's not gonna recognize
exactly.
me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna use my real name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no. No.
Why?
No, he'll know your name.
He'll know.
Okay.
You're famous.
Yeah.
What's a good?
Hey, David Miller or Derek Miller?
Derek Miller.
Derek Miller.
Yeah, Derek Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta
From Parkway, right?
Parkwood.
you gotta
Pentecostal.
bring like the Pentecostalism
In
out.
Boise, Idaho. In Boise.
Okay.
Boise.
Yeah. Just keep calling until he picks up.
And see if he'll get you baptized in the Spirit on the phone.
Now hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Who do I? Who? How did I get his number? Who gave me his number? That's the only thing. I need to know.
Jabin Chavez. Jabin.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi, is this Pastor David?
Who's this?
Hi, my name is Derek Miller. I'm a youth pastor in Boise, Idaho. Pastor Jabin Chavez gave me your number. I was just wanting to call to invite you to our summer camp. It's happening this July. It's actually 12 days. Our youth ministry is really struggling quite a bit right now. We only have about 30 kids in our youth ministry, and we don't have any money. We have a little bit of money maybe to pay for part of your airfare, but I just assumed you probably came from a bigger church, so you could help pay for some of the flights. But Pastor Jabin told me that you would be a great kind of fire-breathing revivalist to come in, reignite our youth ministry. We right now, about half of our middle school boys are addicted to pornography, and so they just need prayer. And so I'm just looking for you, and it's just been challenging. Is that something you'd be interested in? I told Jabin I'm absolutely desperate.
Okay, summer camp.
Yeah.
I am not. I'm not about money whatsoever. I don't mind that. That's not even remotely a concern for me. I don't preach for money. I don't negotiate money. I do live on the other side of the world. I think for a summer camp, I've stopped speaking to teenagers. Really, I mean, I might speak at a conference every now and then, but I'm no good at it anymore. They don't find me funny. I mean, I think some context is a bit different, but summer camp, I'd be happy to send our own youth pastor over there, and he could do it. And he'd be awesome. I'm 41.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't know if this would change your mind at all, but to be honest with you, we probably half the people that will be there will be our leaders. So you'd really be speaking to our leadership team. We do need help as well with just, dorms. And so like it's not just about the preaching or the money or anything like that. I need somebody who's going to come in and not just preach a good word, but also model to our leaders what it looks like to be a good leader to young people. And to be honest with you, we're not actually in Boise. We're about an hour away, but that's kind of the big city near us.
Okay. I live in Australia. That's it. I'm always wanting to help and be a blessing.
Hey, David, this is Lance Cunningham calling you here from Gainesville, Florida.
Yeah.
And this is, sorry, I just took the phone from Derek, and we've been praying in the spirit, and your name just kept on coming to mind and coming to mind and coming to mind.
Yeah, and I'm sure it did. You absolute weasel, you naughty weasel. Nathan Finochio.
It's about 12 sessions, Pastor. If you preach 12 sessions.
We need you to speak 12 times. We're going to give you $600.
I don't need money. I don't care about money. I just, the idea of speaking to teenage boys about issues around pornography, I've done that too long and for too many years.
They need deliverance.
Honestly, I know. Oh Lord, I wanted to be nice. It wasn't about money. It was about doing a youth. I don't even speak to our own teenagers. All my jokes aren't funny. They're just looking, who's this chubby 41-year-old? If you told me it was for seniors, I probably would have come.
Hey, we love you, buddy. We're just giving you a hard time.
Is this being recorded?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, great. Well, enjoy it.
Okay.
I hope you guys get COVID.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon.
Love you, mate.
Bye.
I tried to just be believable.
Yeah.
And just
it was.
It's not about the money.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, that was so good. That was so good.
I'm gonna call another guy.
Oh, that's great.
Pastor Mark.
This guy here. No. Here. Call that guy.
Who is it?
Oh wait. Sorry. Here. Different guy. This guy's another pastor.
He was a good sport.
He was.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah.
so kind about it. It's annoying.
Yeah,
How
it's not
kind
about
he
the
was.
No,
money.
because David's actually like he's like a good he's a good
actually a
person.
good guy.
Yeah.
And he listened, and he
all
let me
are.
talk. Yeah.
That is so funny.
I thought if I went too overboard, he would just go, "This isn't real." So I was like trying to like.
Yeah. That was good.
Calling?
Is this Lance?
Yeah. So you're gonna call first.
And then you say, I want you to talk to my lead pastor.
Yeah. Give him a little. Let them have a bit more interaction.
Hi, thanks for reaching Jonathan Gullo. Sorry I missed your call. Please leave a voicemail.
You want to try him again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Pastor John and Peter Talks gave me his number, and I'm inviting him to a
So
summer
his
camp.
name's John.
And I'm gonna hand it off to you.
Yeah, John Gulo. No. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go to John. Hey, John.
Can you speak 14 times at our?
Yeah, I'm wondering. I got your number from Peter Toggs. I'm wondering if you could come over and speak at our youth camp for 2 weeks.
Just interject whenever you want to. Then.
Yeah, but just let him.
Oh,
Hi, is this Pastor John?
sorry.
Hi, I got your number from Peter Toggs, and we're actually having a summer camp in Boise, Idaho, in the U.S. This July, and we are looking for someone to speak. And Peter actually gave me your number. It's about 14 times. We don't. We have a pretty small church, so we don't have a ton of money, but we would love to have you come and speak. Is that something?
I'm assuming this is either Theos Youth or it's Aiden, because Peter Toggs wouldn't have my number.
No, this is not TheosU or Peter. No, Peter gave me your number.
I've never met Peter, so he wouldn't have my number.
Well, I don't know if he got it from somebody else or something like that, but he's the one who sent it to me. But is that something you'd be
Did
interested
you call
in?
me? So are you chasing John?
What was that?
Who do you think you're talking to?
Jonathan, yeah.
Jonathan who?
Gulo.
Yeah, count me in. I'll do it.
Okay, well we can give you $50.
I don't need any cash. I'll gladly do it.
Okay. That's wonderful. We have a lot of our high school guys are really struggling with the pornography addiction. About 7 of them.
So they like every single dude on the planet.
Yeah, but I mean it's pretty dark stuff.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm just
Like
looking after the
dwarf
kids.
porn.
If you shoot me an email, I'll reply to all your questions. I've just been looking at the moment. They just got them home from school.
Oh,
What was your name again?
my name is Derek Miller. I'm a youth pastor in Boise, Idaho.
Sweet.
Yeah, what's your email?
Add me on Insta.
Yeah, I will. What's your email?
If you just DM me on Insta, we can connect through that.
Yeah, I'll shoot you a DM.
Legend.
Thank you so
Good
much.
on you, mate. Have a good day. Thanks.
All right. I made the mistake as you were talking to me of removing this ear.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I can't freaking hear you. I should have done.
Okay,
Oh my God.
Beyonce to pick?
I don't know
Yeah.
how that went down at the end. I don't know how that.
No, it was good. That was good. It was good. He knew it. Dang it.
Yeah, he did.
That's funny.
Words out. We need to start calling people in Singapore.
Yeah.
You're like,
Pastor
We need to
Joseph.
bust into that market.
yeah.
Oh, can you play that video for a sec?
Did you?
What video?
What did you?
Chris Palmer wanted to show his face on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
you couldn't miss it.
this was the most Chris Palmer thing ever.
Oh, he immediately looks like such a beta. He's got.
That's so mean.
Okay,
Chris doesn't drive a white car. I drive a white car. He actually, I mean, he's probably more manly than Oh, Shundai Bobo. Oh, what a
Ciao a tutti,
jerk.
sono Chris Palmer e in questo momento sono in Italia, in città di Taormina, in Sicilia. E quindi non è possibile essere nel podcast. Abbiamo un bel persona, il pastore dalla Washington, Austin Molt, una persona molto comico, più divertente. Okay, Austin, don't be a weirdo, don't get us canceled. I know that's hard for you, but keep everything on the tracks, bro. Everett, now you don't have anybody to make fun of, so ci vediamo la prossima volta. Dio ti benedica. Ciao a tutti.
I want to get a transcript of what that all meant in English.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad that you had the volume turned up for that whole bit there, Everett. That was,
He said,
Oh, did you understand what he was saying?
yes, I do.
"Oh, here, I have the translation."
The Holy Spirit gave me the translation.
Hello, this is Chris Palmer. In this moment, I am in Taormina, Sicily, Italy, so it is not possible for me to be on the podcast. We have a great person, a pastor from Washington, Austin Molt. He is a comic and funny.
Wow. He's a comic and funny. Here, give that to me. This is actually how it's supposed to be read, right? You gotta read it like a Dago Guinea Wop would.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then you got to play the Godfather theme too.
No, it's like this. It's like this.
What instrument do you need?
Oh, where the heck did it go?
What instrument?
Hello. Buongiorno. This is Chris Palmieri. In this moment, I am in the Taormina, Sicilia. So, it is not possible to be on the podcast. We have a great person, a pastor from Washington, Austin Molt.
Malta.
Malta. He is a comic and funny.
Great distinction.
Yeah.
And
So,
Okay, bonus to pick, and then we have to do a post show after that.
Beyond's pick.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, hold on. We have something super exciting.
What?
We are announcing a giveaway, an all-inclusive trip to Theos Leader Retreat from TheosU Memes.
What does all inclusive mean?
Your flight and there's a sponsor for this, by the way.
Okay.
And we're gonna fly you out to Theos Leader Retreat
Your flight and what else?
and your accommodations.
And your accommodations?
Yeah,
And the ticket, obviously.
and the ticket and a little bit of food money.
That's a little walking around money.
Yeah,
Gator needs some walking around money.
I hope I win.
get it.
So,
Yeah,
You want to say it so bad.
so
Kid ain't playing no shit.
okay, self-editing. So you can apply at theosleader.com/giveaway.
theosleader.com/giveaway. Is that a forward slash or which
Yeah,
kind of slashy?
forward slash.
A four-she or a back-she?
Yeah,
For she.
Okay. And okay, great. Giveaway.
yeah.
And you can apply.
That's actually crazy. That's amazing.
Is that not
It's a
great?
good, yeah, that's a good little chunk of change. Shunk of change.
What a great experience too. Come hang.
great
Hopefully,
experience.
it's a good experience.
Yeah,
I don't
hopefully
know.
Oh, it's
we
a
don't
lot of
cancel-
fun.
Yeah, can you imagine there's some fundamentalist that like got signed up by his sister. He comes in and then he just outs everybody. He's just like, yeah, I went there and I hated them. They were mean spirited.
Gabriel smoked cigars.
Gabriel smoked cigars.
Mm.
Brian drank whiskey. Everett smoked cigarettes. Austin just had tattoos. Canceled. That's pretty cool though.
Nathan
Giveaway.
wore his hat. Yeah. Anyways, so come. Yeah. Sign up for that.
Good.
Sick.
Okay. Bones to pick, and then we gotta land this plane.
Beyond Stepyak. Beyond Stepyak. Beyond Stepyak.
Oh, we need a theme song
Yeah.
for it.
When you hate the world so much, beyond Stepyak. Beyond Stepyak. When you're ticked off at everyone, beyond Stepyak. Beyond Stepyak. Great. Okay. Do you have any bones to pick? Anything really ticking you off?
You need to think about it, don't you?
I need to think
You
about
come
it.
to this podcast prepared.
I got one.
I got one too.
You got one? Okay, you go first.
Yeah. Kind of.
Where do you mean?
I've got a good one to pick.
Vicariously. Our friend Josh Bingle, pastor from Washington State as well.
Washington.
Sent us a bone to pick.
Okay.
And he said, I have a bone to pick with Bishop Nathan Finochio. The food in the Delta Club is good.
Amen.
He's wrong and needs to repent. I am praying the same thing Elisha prayed in 2 Kings 6:17. Lord, open his eyes that he may see. Touch him, God.
Amen.
Yeah.
I'm with Josh on that. And actually, we ran into Josh at the Delta Lounge once.
That's true. We'll say this, just a short rebuttal. I was in the Phoenix Delta Lounge. Now Phoenix it's an American hub. It's not a Delta hub, but nonetheless, there is a Delta Sky Club in Terminal 3. And I went in, there was no hot food yesterday.
Whoa, that's
no hot food.
That's not
no
cool.
chicken.
I didn't pay for that.
No liver. I love chicken. I love liver. Meow mix, please deliver. Okay. So what did I do? I asked a lasagna at I am Scrade, across the street. Okay, over to the Tavernier.
The terminal?
Tavernier.
Yeah.
Sat down. And I ordered myself a this, that, and the other thing. Okay, $50 later.
Yeah.
And my left kidney.
Yeah.
So thanks, Delta.
That's not cool.
Yeah, #MillionMiler. Doesn't mean a thing, does it?
Nope.
Is that your bone to pick?
No, that was not my bone to pick. No, that was just a rebuttal.
Oh, okay.
To Mr. Bingle. Bingles, jingles.
Bingles, jingles.
Jingle, jangle, jongle. As I like to say. Okay, so what? Is that it?
Yes.
That was your bone to pick? Was Bingle's bone to pick?
Yeah.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Well,
Yeah, I got a platform my buddy Bingle.
Oh, so you deplatformed yourself so that you could platform somebody else? You decentralized yourself and...
Isn't that what Jesus did?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, fine.
All right.
Fine.
What's your bone to pick?
I'll think of something.
Okay, my bone to pick is when worship leaders sing every note and every word out of place.
Oh, yes.
Right? So you're leading the song, and the congregation is just trying to sing this. We're all just trying to sing the song.
Yeah.
Right?
Sing it.
So for example, okay, here's a great one. I'm trying to think of a song that we sing these days. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. That's the song, okay? And then these fools go, Waymaker, worker maker, a promise keeper, bakaraka. That is who you are. Right? And it's like, but like they're doing that the whole freaking song.
I hate that, man.
And I'm just like, dude, you're worship leading. Like you're trying to
help us.
Yeah, help us. Exactly. But they don't listen.
Dude.
Linda, listen.
Linda, listen to me.
Honey.
It reminds me of Nacho Libre. Remember when he's singing, that whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a bone to pick.
Yeah, that's my beyond.
Okay.
Sing it straight, worship leader. Sing it straight.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
I just sense a spirit of anger in you right now. What if you just
Really? What made you sense that?
No. It's not anger. It's zeal for the house of the Lord.
Zeal for the
He's consumed.
What would you do if Nathan just legitimately started manifesting right now?
I know. I'd sing a song over myself. Anytime I feel demons trying to enter my spirit, I always sing a song.
What's your demon song?
Get out of here. Get out of here. You're not sexy. But Jesus is get out of here. Get out. Yep.
Did you
That
not have a
gets him.
song that was something to the effect of Jesus is better than Kanye?
Did I write a song called Jesus is Better Than Kanye?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Did I
You
really?
did. Yeah, you played it
Back
at
in the day.
Altitude Conference.
Is it just a silly song? Silly songs with Nathan?
Yeah, Brian, you'd probably remember better than I.
Oh, yeah. I
What is
remember.
Altitude Conference?
At Koinonia.
Oh, at Koinonia.
Koinonia.
Yeah. No, never pronounce it Koinonia. Always pronounce it Koinonia.
Koinonia.
People from Koinonia.
Because that way
love
you have the last laugh.
Koinonia.
Koinonia.
I have a bone to pick.
Beyond Dipiak.
Did you pick your bone?
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh.
Pick it.
Here's what it is.
Pick it, baby. Beyond.
You guys are so passionate about talking about how much you hate the new Lord of the Rings series, and I disagree with you.
Whoa.
You're allowed to be wrong.
Whoa.
Lower.
Lower, Satan. Lower.
Would it be weird right now if I asked you to worship me? No. I don't think it's as bad as you guys say it is. So that's my bone. It's exactly. Here's how I feel. It's exactly when I tell somebody I love In-N-Out, and they go, "Really?" And they compare it to some bougie restaurant with the best handcrafted burger, and I go, contextually, I'm not comparing it to that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so then don't call it Lord of the Rings then.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Call it what it is.
Sorry.
It's fan fiction.
Sorry.
It's fan fiction.
That's
None of the characters resemble
No.
anything that Tolkien would ever dream of.
No. It sounds so cool to be upset at the show, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
sounds
does.
so cool.
Yeah, it feels good. It's a merit badge that I pin to my chest
But
daily.
if you can reframe some things in your heart, you can actually enjoy the show.
You're really embodying
That's true.
Chris Palmer
That's true.
right
If
now.
I reframed some things in my heart, like for example, took all of my intellectual capacity,
Got the demons out of you.
put that in my bum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then I got the poop from my bum, and I put that in my brain. Yeah, and I just did some rearranging.
So
stupid.
Yeah. Then I would they poop in my bum, they poop in my brain. I put the brain in my bum, and I do it in one and a two, and then poof, I like the
It's
show.
literally the same thing as when someone hates on McDonald's, and I'm like, dude, McDonald's is amazing. Not like, I don't care what the fast food is. You just got to pick what it is. But there's something about it. You're just like, yeah, I love it for what it is.
Here's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Totally,
you'd
but-
have to also say in
So
that sentence
you
that
must-
McDonald's is absolute
you must.
garbage.
This
but-
is like a real you don't have to believe to belong type of attitude.
No. If I go in knowing it's a Quentin Tarantino film, I have a certain standard, right? If I go in not knowing who it is, I judge it differently. It's just how you approach the expectation. That's all it is.
I agree.
So there's a lot of the show I don't love, and there's certain things but I'm like, I would rather the show exist than have nothing.
I feel the exact opposite. I want those 10 hours back in my life.
I
want the emotional. I want the emotional investment back. I can't believe that they put the amount of money into that show that they did, and then they came up with that crap. It's just, dude.
They could have fed.
Do you remember?
orphans.
Do you remember during the Trump and Hillary debate Trump Biden, and the commentator asked, or the interviewer said, "I want you to both, as our last question today, just say one nice thing about each other." Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That's kind of like what I want you to do with this show.
Okay. Here's the one nice thing. There's swords. I like
It's
that.
not genuine.
Yeah, it is. It is genuine. Thank you for having swords. Okay. I like swords in shows.
We're gonna talk after this.
Okay. What was my bone to pick?
How does he agree with me and then also debates me the entire time? He's like, "Yeah, no, I get it. I just," you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. That was my bone to pick.
Okay.
I lost mine.
No, you find your bone.
Oh, I got it. Okay. So sometimes I just want to play Fortnite in silence. And all you a-holes just want to talk the whole time. And it becomes this social thing.
Yeah. I get it.
And I get communication. That's good. If you want to win, you got to communicate. But I don't want to talk sometimes. I'm so tired. Yeah. That's kind of how I feel right now.
Yeah, it's true. If I see you online, I'm obviously going to request you to my party.
Yes, and then you bring Zion in and all these kids, and they troll the whole freaking game.
And Olivia?
Yeah, these kids just troll.
Zion trolls us. Zion Alexander Houston. He's the son of Joel Houston and Esther Houston. We play Fortnite with him on the reg, and he trolls us. When we die, he'll pick us up and he'll just take us on a journey and throw us somewhere and not revive us. He never lands on purpose, and he's sweaty. The kid's sweaty. He can build. He's really good, but he will just mess.
He's not
with
a team
you.
player,
but he does it on purpose.
Yeah.
The only way he'll ever play with you to win is if I have to bribe him. If you get us a crown, I'll give you $5. I owe him $55.
or I'll play creative with you or something. Anyways, that was my point.
No, I'll never play creative.
Okay, hold on. Okay, show over. Post show. The post show is beginning. We're going to have some fun on the post show. It's free now. All you have to do is go to TheosU.ca, and we'll see you there, right, Eddie?
Sure will.
Sure will.